Let's be honest, there are few things more nerve-wracking than having to introduce yourself on the spot. But what if I told you there's a formula for it? Well, today we're going to crack the code on that exact moment. By the end of this, you'll know how to turn a moment of total panic into a real opportunity.
Ah, there it is. Those 4 little words. You know the feeling, right? Your mind just goes completely blank. You know you're qualified, you know you have a story to tell, but suddenly, poof, the words are just gone. Believe me, you are not the only one who feels that way.
It's almost like a trick question, isn't it? Even the most brilliant, accomplished people can totally stumble over this one. And that stumble, it can be seriously costly. Let me tell you a story from communications expert Rebecca Okamoto that really shows just how high the stakes are.
So, Rebecca was interviewing for an instructor role. Now, on paper, she was the absolute perfect candidate. We're talking over 20 years of expertise, leading these huge supply chains for a massive global company. She walks in with this perfectly prepared elevator pitch, ready to list off all her amazing accomplishments, thinking, I've got this.
Ouch. That was the feedback she got right after she delivered that pitch she worked so hard on. Can you imagine? It's just crushing. She had focused 100% on herself, on her past, and she completely missed the most important person in the room, the interviewer.
And get this, that's how long her interview lasted. 5 minutes. She was basically rejected on the spot, and it all came down to that one answer. It was a huge wake-up call that, having all the qualifications in the world doesn't matter if you can't grab their attention from the get-go.
But here's where the story gets really good. That epic failure, it became her turning point. She got obsessed, absolutely obsessed with cracking the code for the perfect introduction. And just 6 months later, well, the results were night and day.
This was her new introduction. See the difference? It's short, it's intriguing, and notice what it's not about. It's not about her past accomplishments. It's all about a problem that she solves for other people. And the response she got? Tell me more. Those 3 words are everything. That's the goal, right? They opened the door to a real conversation. And in that meeting, she was hired in 15 minutes, not rejected in 5. Same person, totally different introduction.
So how'd she pull that off? Well, she figured out there are 2 simple but really powerful secrets that completely change how you should think about introducing yourself. Let's dive into them.
Okay, secret number 1, you've got to think like a news producer. You need a soundbite. That whole comparison to a goldfish's attention span might sound like a joke, but it's pretty much true. We're all fighting through so much noise. A super concise 20-word introduction is designed to just cut right through all of that and make someone actually lean in and listen.
And that brings us to secret number 2, which is maybe the most important one of all. You have to stop making it about me and start making it about you, as in the person you're talking to. Look at this comparison. The first one, I'm an award-winning author. That's just a fact. That's kind of a boast, right? But the second one, I help new authors get published faster. Now that is a promise of value. It answers the other person's silent question, what's in it for me?
All right, so now that we've got the big secrets down, let's get really practical. I'm going to give you 5 specific, totally actionable frameworks you can use to build your own powerful 20-word introduction, like right now. Let's kick things off with the most direct one. We'll call it the benefit framework. It's a super simple plug-and-play formula. You just identify who you help, that's your target audience, and then you state the positive outcome, the amazing benefit you bring to their lives. So, for example, who's the target audience here? It's worried job hunters. And what's the benefit they want more than anything? They want to feel confident and, well, get hired. This sentence immediately tells someone listening how you could make their life better. It's that simple. Okay, ready to level up? The second framework takes that whole benefit idea and makes it even more potent by promising a real breakthrough. And it all comes down to adding one single, strategic, game-changing word.
And that word is without. This little word is so powerful because it lets you address a pain point, some negative thing that your audience is desperate to avoid. It basically signals that you have a unique, almost magical solution.
See how powerful that is? I mean, reaching new audiences? That's great. But reaching them without spending more money? Whoa, now that is a breakthrough. That's the kind of unique value that makes somebody stop and say, okay, wait, how do you do that? Tell me more.
Now, you might be thinking, this is great, but what if I'm a student, or I'm changing careers, or my work is more about a mission than a job title? Don't worry, these next 3 frameworks are designed just for you.
So instead of focusing on what you do for a living, you can focus on your driving force. You can frame your introduction around your passion, or a core strength that people know you for, or the mission that gets you out of bed in the morning. Each of these connects your personal drive to something the listener also cares about.
So here's your homework. Play around with these. Write out a version for each framework. You'll probably find that different intros work better in different situations. A mission-based intro might be perfect for a nonprofit, but that breakthrough framework could be the winner for a venture capitalist. The key is just to have them in your back pocket, ready to go.
So let's wrap up with a final thought. So often, when we stumble over that introduction, there's that little voice in our head, right? Our inner critic. And it's telling us we're not good enough, that we're an imposter.
But let's just challenge that for a second. What if that voice, that feeling that you're an imposter, what if it's just completely and totally wrong? Seriously, what if you are more than capable? What if you are genuinely, truly impressive, and the only reason other people aren't seeing it is because your message is just getting a little lost in translation?
And what if the only thing standing between you and being seen and heard and recognized for all the amazing value you bring isn't some deep personal flaw, but simply the first 20 words that come out of your mouth? What are you going to do differently starting today?